close to Debbie. Have you seen these people? Kathy Bear's body has never been found.
He knows?
The nature of the beatings, what the victims had endured, clearly told us that we're dealing with a sexually sadistic event.
Miracle was pregnant by some first pregnancy. Sarah Gallagher is still missing.
Hello guys, welcome to Talking News, Chasing a Murderer. Please subscribe, like right now so you don't forget, and hit that notification bell if you want notifications. So we are going over a few stories today. So one story is pretty much solved, but the other is actually an active missing person. So let's start off with Jennifer's story. So a body was found late Monday. They believed to be that of a Missouri woman whose husband was charged last week with her disappearance. So after police found some residue and a bleach-soaked carpeting inside the couple's suburban home, the police got suspicious. So the man charged right now with getting rid of his wife is described as quiet and a laid-back type of guy. So they did find Jennifer Rothwell in a wooded area, which we'll go over in a second. But her husband, Mr. Rothwell, is being held in the St. Louis County Jail right now. Now, according to this right here, it says that St. Louis County Police say that the body was located during a search near Troy, Missouri, and has been positively identified as Jennifer Rothwell. And she was found Monday night, according to this article. They were searching for Jennifer Rothwell, who is 28 years old, and an engineer from St. Louis County since last week. So they found her pretty quickly. And right now, her husband is behind jail bars, which is good. I mean, I'm glad to hear that, because a lot of times they're not, without bond and on charges of second-degree murder. So, well, also evidence tampering. So I guess this is where he tried to hide her. So with the second-degree charge, it seems like he's going to claim that this was an accident. And also they're saying that he did provide information which aided in the search of locating the woman. And like most cases that we see like this, and according to the probable cause statement, they say that Mr. Rothwell was spotted November 11th on video purchasing cleaning products, including bleach, carpet cleaner, and gloves. I'm surprised to see that they're not saying how resilient we are during attacks. Something investigators like to say quite often. So it definitely doesn't sound like an accident. This is pretty severe when you have this much residue and that kind of thing involved. Now, Jennifer Rothwell was reported missing November 12th, and her car was found abandoned. And very shortly after, Mr. Rothwell was arrested, so that was November 13th, after they searched the couple's home and found evidence that they did. According to this, Stephen Farber, who played in the same racquetball league as one of the Rothwells, said that he and other league members were stunned by the turn of events happening right now. One of the guys say that, quote, he's always been a good guy. We played sports. We've never had anything you would ever assume that he would be aggressive or angry or anything like that. This came as a complete shock to everybody in our group, end quote. So when reports first surfaced that Mr. Rothwell, his wife, the 28-year-old Jennifer Rothwell, was missing, Ferber and his buddies talked and found it very hard to believe that Rothwell would be charged with hurting or murdering his wife. Quote, I've never suspected he would have done anything. They seemed happy. They never had any hint that there was a problem, end quote. So again, like I said, they did get tips from Mr. Rothwell, Jennifer's husband, of where they could locate her. And they found Jennifer Monday night in Lincoln County. Get this, guys. Quote, I am still praying for him, that there was some horrible accident or mistake, according to Farber. He continued with, maybe he panicked. I don't know. But I know he wants to make it right. I think that's good and that he's cooperating, but also it leads you to believe that something happened, end quote. You always have those friends that are in denial, that don't believe. You know, it's hard for them to understand that they done something so devastating. Jennifer Rothwell worked at a subsidiary of DuPont in West St. Louis County. And DuPont issued a statement that says in part, quote, we are deeply saddened about the tragic accident. Jennifer was a skilled engineer who was a trusted friend and colleague. Our DuPont community and our deepest thoughts and sympathies go out to her family, end quote. So right now, her husband is being held on a $500,000 cash-only bond. So, according to this article on this in St. Louis, they said several St. Louis County police officers returned to Olive Boulevard on Monday to continue the search for the missing woman. And they were searching in the area of the 12700 of Olive Boulevard, not far from where the police located Jennifer Rothwell's abandoned vehicle. Jennifer was driving a 2011 Hyundai, Sonata? I think I got it right. Was discovered near Olive and Fife Road. And that was on Tuesday, so November 12th. So according to the investigators, this car was found about 2 miles from her home. So at the very beginning of this, they said that Jennifer left her home on the 1200-600 block of North Winds Drive in the early morning hours of November 12th and was not seen since. So she went from a missing persons case, and she was actually reclassified as a homicide investigation. So Rothwell's husband was taken into custody Wednesday, as we know, evening on the suspicion of tampering with evidence and murder. So what I wanted to share with you was the fact that he wasn't formally charged. He was formally charged with both Thursday and Friday. So that video that he actually he was seen purchasing the cleaning products, etc., they said he used it as an attempt to clean up the residue off the carpet on the inside of the couple's home in St. Louis County. And so if you look at the guy, and comparing what people are saying about his character, etc., and so on, he really doesn't seem to be the type to be suspected in such a crime. And this is what we're dealing with. This is what's so shocking to everybody, is we're seeing more and more of this. People that you would never dream of doing such a thing are doing these things. And so you had Chris Watts and, so many of them now. It's enough to make people sit on the edge and think, Who can I trust? And women are getting very frightened by this, especially the single women out there. Okay, guys, so I did do a brief on Jennifer. I wanted to do more, but I haven't had time. Let's go ahead and do the second story. And so this next story, it's coming out of New Jersey. And it is another sad case here. All right, so I'm just going to do a brief summary of this one. So a boyfriend of a missing Waterbury woman is being called, quote, a strong person of interest, end quotes, in her disappearance after police found her car in a parking lot in the New Jersey airport. So right now, investigators fear the worst for the 26-year-old Janet Olivares. I hope I said that right. While police and family continue to search for her, as well as her boyfriend. So according to investigators, saying things look kind of grim right now, but they're not really giving us much about why. Janet has been missing since November 12th and was reported missing by co-workers and friends. Officers started looking for her late Wednesday after learning that she had not been seen or heard from since the day before. So co-workers and friends told police that they last saw Janet at 675 East Main Street. It was a nightclub. And said she co-owns this nightclub with Alfredo Esmerelli Gomez, 32, her live-in boyfriend. So they're saying that the Port Authority in New Jersey found Gomez's 2010 Toyota Corolla in a parking lot at Newark Liberty International Airport, New Jersey, Waterbury police say. So the police are looking for Gomez to question him. So according to police, they spoke with him late last Wednesday at the Air Street apartment that he and Janet share. But they said that Gomez said that he did not know where she was. Shortly after that, police said that he left Waterbury and in the Corolla and was recorded traveling over the George Washington Bridge Thursday. And they caught him doing this at 2:39 a.m. They found Janet's Nissan Altima in the back of the club in the parking lot. And no one can reach her by phone or by social media. So this is the reason why they started getting concerned. So those who know her said she is not the kind of person to cut communication off with family and friends, like in most cases that we hear like this. So what this article is saying is that Gomez and Janet had argued frequently over business and personal issues. But the couple had no history of domestic violence. And of course, Janet's family is very devastated that she has not been found. It was shortly after that, on a dreary, drizzling morning, her friends and co-workers gathered at the closed East Main Street Club to form a search party, which then headed to the nearby Hamilton Park. So searchers fanned out in the park's wooded hills, thinking that the missing woman might be found there. So they said that they walked along paths and turned over abandoned clothing and blankets. One man used a stick to pick up items from the abandoned suitcase. And then the search later continued along the litter-filled stream bed of East Liberty Street and the other areas of town. Vanessa Orbitz, a relative of Janet, said that she had worked at the club on November 9th as a waitress. And Gomez also was there, and Orbitz said everything seemed fine. She described her missing friend as a very lively, very happy girl. One of Janet's friends, a longtime friend, Stephen, I'm not going to say that last name, sorry guys, picked up Janet's little terrier, Nini, from the pound on Monday. He said that he and Janet were like sister and brother. He said he saw her on November 12th, and that was about 12:45 a.m. at the club. Only Janet and Gomez and one other couple were there, he said. So he said that he talked with Janet for a while, and she said that he should come DJ for her. They hugged, and that was the last time he saw her. So another friend described her as, quote, lit, as in energetic and fun to be around. But then again, she says she was a party girl. She was fun. So most of these people say that they were, forming this search party because they are heartbroken that their friend has been missing for almost a week. We've got to come to a conclusion, they say. So as you can see, ladies, there are just so many stories out there like this. And it's very devastating to think that there are so many. There are so many that I can't keep up. I just can't. It's impossible. And I hope there's more channels out there that can start picking up some of these stories I can't pick up. There's always been domestic violence. There really has. But it just keeps growing. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. Between the domestic violence, the violent porn, and all these other things going on, kidnapping, sex trafficking, kidnapping, fetal abductions, you name it. This world has gone crazy. And this is why I tried to tell you ladies to please, don't just listen to this. When I tell you to, talk to your daughters and even sons, everybody, your friends, let them know that, be more aware of your surroundings. Also, look into getting at least some mace. And you can get it that looks like perfume bottles. If they're hard to tell that they're even something like that. So for you younger girls, you can look cute while you carry your mace. Just be sure that your friends don't try to wear it. But yes, definitely our people need to be more prepared and more aware of their surroundings and understanding that, we are not surrounded by local community like we're used to. And we get that one story a year where you go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. So now, when you have people from all over coming into your area and the population grows like it is, it's very difficult to be able to know what's going on around you. It's no longer safe to assume that, your neighbors are watching out for you because they don't. All right, guys, so I threw this together so that I could have at least, like I said, I do research this kind of thing. So my whole channel pretty much is a notebook for me to document all the stories that I am watching or researching. So Nikki, I did get a hold of a couple of those links and post them. I appreciate so many of you, Dorian, Nikki, Tammy, all of you guys that are sending me out these links and stories to look into. Now, as holidays approach, you might see me kind of slacking off a little bit. We do have company coming in later on this month. So I will be in and out for probably through November and December. Anyways, guys, I want to say how much I do love you guys. You are the best. You're the best. And I guess thanks for caring, guys, most of all. And I'll see you guys soon.